We are here with Brendan Dougherty, the Senior Marketing Manager for Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh my God, we've been waiting so long for this.
I have been too.
I remember
Thank
E3, E3 2013, the year you guys announced. It was this huge wall in the Square-Enix booth, and there was the TV, and it was playing the teasers, and I just stood there for so long watching it over
There
and
was
over
a bench
and
in
over.
the front, and I think I sat there and watched the trailer like 8 times.
I mean, you gotta rest your feet.
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
You know, and so we've been like, all right, be patient. We can do this. Be patient. They have so many worlds to add because there are so many like additions to everything that Disney's been doing over the past several years. And every time they put out another movie, it's
That's what the
they should
delay
add
is.
that one
Yep.
too. But it's finally coming. You guys just announced your date. Very excited. So January 2019.
January 29th, 2019 on Xbox One for the first time and PlayStation 4.
Yeah, so speaking of that, that's huge that it's coming to Xbox One. Really great for Xbox gamers. They're going to be super lost.
No, they got it. So, so the story does have a lot of complexity to it, but at the same time, it's still a Disney movie and it's Disney feel to it. So, what I like to think of it as Kingdom Hearts is just the story of light overcoming darkness and the power of friendship, and that's just sort of like the top line. Like, if you can get that, it's easy. You know, if you want to get into like the deep backstory of all the Organization 13 characters and who's a nobody and who's not and all that stuff, it's there. There's some complexity, but we'll have ways to catch people up. But if you can tell, you know, if you've watched Disney movies, you know who the good guys are. Like a Disney movie, you know, Xehanort looks like a sinister bad guy. He's a sinister bad guy. You know, the Organization 13.
What surprise!
I know, exactly.
Evil bald guy with yellow eyes, he's bad? What? Crazy.
And Organization 13 members a little bit sketchy, so you know, be aware, you know, be wary of them and their motives. And but yeah, you know these Disney heroes, you know who the good guys are. So it's still a great time to jump in, and especially with the new era of the Disney movies, you know, like Tangled and Big Hero 6.
Big Hero
Frozen.
6, I was really happy to see when that movie came out. I was like, this looks like it was tailor-made, like just the graphics and everything, and just the personality of it with Kingdom Hearts. You mush those together, and it's gonna be just perfect.
I think so.
Very excited.
When you're speaking of the Disney movies and having the quintessential villains and heroes, and if you know the Kingdom Hearts franchise, you know that it focuses a lot around the 7 of Light and the 13 of Darkness. Will we be seeing some of our favorite characters kind of fall into these roles now that Aqua seems to not be one of those 7 of Light any longer? Will it be Axel picking up the mantle or a Disney character? Or?
I mean, without giving direct spoilers,
Right,
of course,
obviously.
This is it. Like, this is the conclusion of the Dark Seeker saga that we've been playing since Kingdom Hearts 1. This is kind of what it's all been heading towards. So.
And this story spans a lot of games. So of course there was Kingdom Hearts 1, there's Kingdom Hearts 2, but there's also been like 8 billion other titles across the different handhelds and mobile.
Unchained, back cover, there's the 2.8 remix that we saw, there is Dream Drop Distance, there's Birth by Sleep, there is, am I missing? Chain of Memories. I think that covers.
Then 2.8 had some stuff continuing Birth by Sleep story. We got to see a little of Aqua before, you know.
358 over 2 days exists.
Yep.
That happened.
So we've had the main storyline continues throughout all those titles. A lot of people have played Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, and like maybe have only played the console titles and maybe have not kind of paid attention as much to the handheld games. But the storyline continues. You know, we'll have ways to catch people up. But it's been great because those games have been ways to kind of experiment on some of the battle systems and things that would like work, and everything that has kind of been experimented with, like Dream Drop Distance, for example. Like Sora got a lot more agile. There was like the flow motion system, movement system, and that's stuff that like everything that worked has been polished and refined and put into Kingdom Hearts 3. You know, the definitive console establishment version of it.
You guys have also been really building out and slowly communicating all the different worlds. So we know about Tangled, we know about Frozen, we know about Big Hero 6. We saw Ratatouille. Is that a world?
We haven't fully announced what he's doing there, but it definitely looks like he's teaching Sora how to cook.
It does look like that. Yeah.
So it's not. I'm not sure. So we have a link system as well, and that's where Sora's always been able to summon some other Disney friends. As we've seen Little Mermaid as part of that, as sort of like an ethereal water elemental. We have Wreck-It Ralph, who's got a new movie coming out. So Wreck-It Ralph comes down and smashes out of the TV and makes like sort of like some traps, like electricity traps with blocks, and then smashes them down. I love they got the Lion King, King's Flare, where it looks like he's been like, met up with Ifrit from Final Fantasy, and he just has these blazing fire attacks, like just jumps down like a comet from the sky and just incinerates the Heartless. It's a lot of fun.
And speaking of summons, I know that we have a lot of the attraction summons.
Yeah. So that's
Wow, that
new
was
to the
good timing.
series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was great
perfect timing.
I did get to play a little bit of this on the floor, and the attraction summons are so much fun. What went into deciding which attractions got chosen? Was it like a battle royale in the office to see whose favorite Disney ride gets to go in?
8 rides drop onto an island.
Yep. I mean, so it's when people think of Disney, they think of the theme parks as well, and they have a lot of happy memories and joy with those rides. So it was like, how can the theme parks themselves, how can the attractions get in on the action? You can kind of see here with the train, it has that sort of almost like electric parade sort of feel that Disney has. So they took iconic attractions from the park. So we have the Magic Mountain train, and you'll see ones like the Splash Ride, which goes around, like Sora kind of makes like a water path and then doubles back and smashes the enemies. There's a carousel which has like a rhythm beat to it. Same with like the pirate ship goes back and forth. There's like a Astro Blasters one where it just kind of just zaps the enemies. So they're really powerful attacks, really useful, especially on that Rock Titan boss. They'll do a lot of damage and are just fun and delightful to use.
Yeah, and we're going to be seeing a lot of the characters that everyone knows and loves from Disney.
Teacups here, probably.
Yeah, we saw there were a couple of different trailers that you guys put out during this E3 period. Confirmed Frozen and showed off some of that. Showed off Tangled. Are we going to have the Disney voice actors for all of those roles as well?
Sometimes. So it goes into a lot of contractual stuff. Everything is
I
officially.
imagine that's like, this is got to be one of the messiest franchises to work with. Not any bad way, but it is certainly complex because it's working with so many properties.
Exactly, and it's just everything is official through Disney. So if it's not the person who did it in the movies, it's like their official stand-in, and that's blessed by Disney.
That's really cool.
But Haley Joel Osment is returning as Sora,
Yay!
so that's good news.
It's been so long.
It has been, and I see that with Sora's new Keyblades,
Yeah.
he has new powers, new fun to unlock. Will we be seeing some of the classic Keyblades from our old favorite worlds as well, or is it a whole new set?
Absolutely. So in the Hercules world, it's kind of like you return to a burst of nostalgia as Sora kind of like relearns his moves after kind of like not doing so great in Redrop Distance at the end of it. So he had the Kingdom Key there, so the classic one. Of course, you'll have the new Disney forms of Keyblades, and what's really new and exciting about this is the Keyblade transformations. And so each Keyblade has like 3 different power levels, and if you keep an eye on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you'll see the yellow arrows, and that kind of, as Sora goes on offense and lands some hits, that'll power up and give him an opportunity to level up. So here it looks like he's doing the Monsters Inc. up to the Agile Claws. So now he has like a little bit more of like a scrappy claw attack, and if he keeps on leveling up with this, he'll have dual yo-yos. And what's also great is for the first time in the series, Sora can equip 3 different Keyblades at once. So you can start your attack with Toy Story, move on to the Monsters Inc. Claws, and then maybe finish off with like Rapunzel's tower, like you summon her tower and then rain magic down. And then fans of the series also may remember the shot lock system, which gives you, a missile attack. And each Keyblade also has like a really unique and really beautiful shot lock attack as well. So Sora's never had more moves, and the battle system's never been richer.
Will he have his various forms again, like his Valor form, or has that system been cycled out? Or is that a...
I'm trying to think of screenshots we've released, but...
I see.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
I got a
Okay.
tricky question in there.
So Disney, since Kingdom Hearts 2, and of course you've done a bunch of different worlds in the handheld versions, but Disney has gone ham with all of the different properties. There's Pixar, there's Marvel. For a while, everyone was going nuts about like, oh my God, now Star Wars can be a thing. Just the sheer range of properties that could then theoretically become accessible for Kingdom Hearts is staggering. You had to make a cutoff at some point, especially because they keep coming out with new stuff like every year. Where do you make that cutoff? How do you decide which ones make it?
Well, the big news with this was definitely Pixar, and that was huge. That was Kingdom Hearts 2. Pixar wasn't part of Disney at that point, so when that merger happened, that opened up just brilliant movies: Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Ratatouille. These are great ones to add in. And of course the modern Disney golden age, starting with Tangled and like the computer animation style. So yeah, as you develop the game, you got to put the cutoff somewhere. And then some of those other ones, like those are definitely, it would take the series in a different direction. So that's something I think we'd probably like to hear what the fans have to say about that, and see if it makes sense to explore some of those other ones.
I wonder if Kingdom Hearts fans have any thoughts on things like that. So who are we emailing? Who are we sending our wish lists to? Being like, yeah, we want these things in Kingdom Hearts. Whatever comes after this story.
Yeah, I'd say hit up the Kingdom Hearts Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram. Hit up the Disney pages. Hit up the characters on the Disney pages, and if they post something Kingdom Hearts, let them know that you're excited about that, and if you want to see more.
It sounds like a call for a campaign.
True, but what if we want to see a specific Organization 13 member? Because I know I'm rooting to see my boy Demix. I haven't seen him yet. I want to know where he is. Is he resting well? Is he okay? And your lips are sealed.
Can't say anything about that.
I know you can't, but I just miss him. He's so amazing.
So for, this is, again, the first time this is going to be on Xbox One. Do you have any plans to bring some of the collections? You announced that you're doing like a whole new collection so that people can get all of the previous games and get caught up. Are you doing anything like that for Xbox, or are they going to need to just go in blind on this one?
So we are going to release some things to catch people up on the story. So there's plenty of games have done that where they've spanned console generations and they catch you up as you start to play. So we'll figure something like that out. Because it is the first time on Xbox, there is that question: is the fan base there? Like, do they know what's going on with 1.5, 2.5, or the series? That's also like, let us know. If the Xbox fans want to see something. That's good for us to know, because otherwise it becomes business decision, boring, that kind of stuff. But there is a all-in-one collection on PlayStation Network right now, and then for that one you can get the entire franchise, starting with Kingdom Hearts 1, the HD remake of all of them. So it includes the compilations of 1.5, which are 3 experiences, 2.5, 3 more experiences, 2.8, 3 more experiences, and then you've got your pre-order already set in for Kingdom Hearts 3. So for $99, you get the entire franchise in HD.
I bought that.
Now, do you have any particular favorites of what's been announced so far? Let's see, we know about Toy Story, we know about Monsters, Inc., something to do with Ratatouille, we know Frozen, we know Tangled, we know Big Hero 6. What else do we know?
We know Pirates.
We know
Pirates. Yes.
Yeah, that was another trailer you guys had here at E3 as well. Do you have any particular favorites, like things that people should be super excited about?
I personally love Toy Story, just because that goes way back for me, and I love, it's one of the worlds where Sora, Donald, and Goofy, they transform into toy form to preserve the world order. They have to blend in. So I really like that one, and to me that's like symbolic of the Pixar, Pixar as a whole, to kind of have that. But then revisiting worlds, seeing things like Pirates, revisiting that world, and just seeing how good it looks. Like,
it looks amazing.
It looks so good. And I keep on geeking out about all the textures on all the clothes, and there's stitching on Sora's jacket and stuff in Pirates, and it's just, the attention to detail is phenomenal. I went to the Osaka studio to see some of the character models about a year or so ago, and they had Elsa, she's got sequins in her cape or on her dress. It was one of these things where the guy was just enhancing, going closer into it, and you could just see that is so beautiful and so much work to do that tiny little thing, and and it just is just part of her sparkle, and I don't know, these artists are insane. So.
And you can see every strand in Rapunzel's hair. It looks pretty much better than the actual movie itself, which is just amazing. A really quick question about. We were talking about worlds. I know one of my favorite worlds was Traverse Town back in the day. Will we be seeing our old Final Fantasy friends, maybe some new Final Fantasy friends? I know you can't really spoil anything, but I do hope that we get to see some old buddies from the...
We haven't said anything about that. I know that we're focusing on the Kingdom Hearts story, so we have seen a lot of the Organization 13 members show up. The priority is definitely let's make sure we complete the Darkseeker saga, get everyone in there, and again, let us know about things.
I guess I'm just hoping for another Sephiroth fight, because I want to spend another 3 hours.
Another Sephiroth fight?
I like torturing myself. I want another impossibly hard to beat Sephiroth fight so I can mark that I have beat Sephiroth in every game. Okay. That is my goal.
I'm just happy there was a glimpse of what certainly looked like a Yuna in one of the trailers. So very excited about
I
that.
was just excited to see Axel again. I love him so much.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge, huge game for Kingdom Hearts fans. Where can they go to keep an eye out for more news?
Yeah, definitely segments like yours that keep gamers up to date.
That's right. Stick with us.
Yeah. But again, official channels, Kingdom Hearts, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter are the way to do it. And yeah, we've got more news to come. So everyone, keep talking, keep being excited. And
All right. So January 29th, 2019 is going to be a huge, huge, huge day. It's going to be coming out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One as well. Very, very exciting. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
I
so
can't wait
much.
for the any upcoming announcements you have, more world reveals. It's going to be very, very exciting.
thank you for having me.
All right, let's kick it over to Bernie and Gus. What do you guys got going on?
It's great to have Kingdom Hearts here. Like I said before, we do argue about who gets to do what interview and jockey for position, and there was no way that anybody but Mika and Ashley were going to do the Kingdom Hearts 3 interview.
It was vicious. It was brutal.
But trust me when I say you were saved from Gus and I doing the Kingdom Hearts interview, because for some reason neither one of us has ever played. I'm going to definitely play Kingdom Hearts 3. It'll be my introduction
Yeah, same here.
into the franchise. But as someone who's never played Kingdom Hearts ever, but I'm sure just by osmosis and how
I've
popular
seen-
this game is.
Right. I've seen some trailers.
Explain to me, what is the plot of the Kingdom Hearts franchise? How does it work?
Well, the cousin of Cloud Strife from
Go ahead.
Final Fantasy VII
Right.
gets sucked into a movie, a Disney movie.
Okay.
And he has to fly in a gummy ship between movies in order to try to escape the movies and get back into his real world.
All right.
And there's villains who are trying to keep him in the movie because he would be a good character.
That makes sense.
I think
That
that's
makes
it. That's about. I think I
My
nailed it.
version would be you play Elliot McKeeson from the Keeson family, the keeper of the keys, and then when you're really hurt, you inherit the master key, and you're a kid, of course. So the first thing you go unlock is Disney World after hours, but then all those crazy characters get out in the world, and then the
gotta
ghost
put
of
it
Walt
back in.
Disney shows up and says, "Dude, we need those," and you're like, "I'll go get them," and so you go
gotta
get them
collect
all and you bring them back.
It's like a Pokemon kind of, except you
Kinda
got to
same
catch all
thing.
the Disney characters.
But-
And we all know you run into Mickey Mouse and he goes, "Hello."
Hello.